So we cheat on each other now. That's what we do? We start new podcasts with our childhood best friends, and we don't really tell the other person what's going on. I just see
You're starting
new
a podcast with
episode.
Jake?
Yeah, how did you know? Everybody give it up for a new podcast.
I'll tell you this. If you did, in fact, start a podcast with Jake, I wouldn't even be mad.
Oh, really?
Do you know why?
Why?
Because if you started a podcast hypothetically with Jake, I would assume it's probably not the same like category, not the same genre, definitely not the same show, and especially if you did it, let's say audio only, and it was a bit different. I don't think I would be as mad. Why? Why do you ask?
Oh, I'm just curious because I saw that you started a new podcast.
It's not a new one. It's an old one, and also you were told months before anyone else.
You were talking some ish that first episode. I heard my name mentioned. I listened to the whole thing.
First of all, I don't think any ish was talked. I'm pretty sure that I said I got shit on by Sam, which is accurate.
You said that I shit in you, which I don't even know what that means.
I meant shit on. Not that it matters. But yeah, I got shit in 2 weeks in a row over this iPhone Air video. Are we doing it a third one?
Let's do it. Ding,
No,
we need that ding ding.
I
like
can't
fight.
do it anymore.
No, it's just what I'm just so jealous of your views and success, and I'm jealous of just really. I just want to be you, so that's why. That's why I do.
I don't recommend it. Do I have a say in this? Because I don't recommend. Don't recommend.
Yeah,
it
you
all.
started a new podcast. Go check out his new pod. It's called Recycle Bin.
Are you upset about
you
this?
Can do it. No, I was just starting a funny little bit about me being jealous, but I think it's
saw
good.
A few people assumed that that must mean Genius Bar's gone, but I know that there's a lot of new viewers there's more newer viewers than old viewers. Recycle Bin was an FPT podcast back in the day that went away for 4 years. And in those 4 years, Genius Bar was started. Genius Bar is stay. Recycle Bin is new, but not kick Genius Bar out. You see what we're saying? Still, Genius Bar every week. In fact, Genius Bar on time this week. It's not midnight on Sunday.
Yes, that's true. We actually did it. That is actually insane. Now
I'm
that you
so
say that.
proud of
Whoa.
us. And also,
yeah.
Recycle Bin doesn't have cool lights.
I mean, yeah, it's audio only, which I think is cool. Yeah, here it is, Recycle Bin. It's up. I have to say, though, it is a situation for me where, I love you and you're one of my best buds. But, at the same time, we've been together for 3 years now. And, let's just call it what it is, John. We haven't been in an open relationship until now. And
we didn't.
Now that now that we're kind of dabbling with this polyamory, very new age liberal concept.
But what if I'm not cheating? What if there was no penetration? We were just hanging out and recorded it.
Yeah, that's also my excuse. Anytime I'm out with another,
I would only ever penetrate you if that makes you feel better.
Basically what I'm saying is you just kind of went out and did this, and I feel like you are your true self. I feel like you've unlocked a new part of you that's experiencing a new level of euphoria now that you're in this open relationship with Brian and me. Who knows who else?
Is this you doing a setup to try to get the okay to also start a second podcast?
So I just want to say that if I have had an idea for a show, that maybe it would be okay. You see how
would you like to run that idea by, or is this more like a not recording Genius Bar?
Yeah,
sort
probably
of
like after
idea?
Recording.
Okay, I do need to.
Yeah.
How long has this idea been a thing that I haven't been told about?
Only for a couple weeks. Probably, honestly, when you a couple months ago when you mentioned Recycle Bin, I was like, oh yeah, it could be fun to have a second show. But I don't know, it'd be a lot of work. I know the audio, if I did it, would sound like dog shit, which is part of it.
I'll do it for you.
You'll wait. So when I'm with my partner, you'll edit what me and my partner do.
Yeah.
Even though it's not.
Like if
See,
you're
this
gonna
is where
cheat,
the lines get.
If you're gonna cheat, it might as well sound good. You know?
See, this is where the lines get blurry, guys. I don't know how people. Can I just say this is a hot take? I don't know how people do the like. I met somebody the other day. I was out to lunch just with a friend of a friend, and they were like, "Yeah, I've been with my boyfriend for 3 years, and like, yeah, we're like semi-open, and like we decide who the other person can like be with." And I'm just like, "What? How does like again? Whatever." They sounded really happy.
Yeah,
but
we don't want to
me,
yuck their yum.
I just want to yuck my. I want to yuck my yum.
Okay.
Because it just sounds like a lot of stress. And then it's just like, I don't know, maybe I'm just not as emotionally mature as I thought, but that would just be a lot for me.
I don't.
Because then you get into,
I
like,
don't think
scheduling.
you're emotionally immature just because you don't want an open relationship. I think that's just. I think the people that want an open relationship, they're the ones with the little extra something.
I don't know. I mean, hey, whatever, like you said, yucks their yum. I've never really heard that before. Is that an Ohio thing?
No,
An
it's
Arkansas thing?
it's like you don't want to shame somebody else's kink. You know, you don't want to yuck their yum. I learned it on television at some point.
This is really a great Apple podcast that we're doing.
I mean, what do you expect? This is
I don't know.
Genius Bar.
I think this is good, interesting content, though. Welcome back to Genius Bar. Right now,
Welcome back to
nobody's
Genius
cheating.
Bar.
Right now, this may be John doing the walk of shame back to the Genius Bar, but I will welcome him.
Yeah, Sam,
with
can I come
open
back?
arm. Just one arm, but it
Okay,
will be open.
Okay. No, I want it to be closed.
There's been a lot that's happened this week. There's a lot of drama
Finally.
happening in the Android community. Ooh, spooky.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
There's an Apple
Tens
robot.
of people
new
are running
details.
scared.
New details on the Apple robot. Apple opened up the iPhone more.
Oh, okay. I will wait till the robot section.
Okay.
'Cause,
And
you
some
were
of our
right.
fellow, look at me like previewing the show so people know what's going to happen. And some of our fellow creators are cooked.
Like cooked is too cute of a word for how cooked they are.
Burnt.
They are burnt.
Disintegrated.
Yeah, someone put them in the smoker, and the smoker never stopped. Been there for 5 days.
Okay, you pick. Let's do a little. Have you ever heard of the word potpourri?
Is that like weird, smelly stuff?
Yeah. How did you know? Actually,
Because my grandma was an old woman, and it's probably from like the 1800s. I don't know. Why? Why do you know what it is?
no.
How are you
potpourri,
asking me?
I'm just messing with you. Well, okay, that's the name brand for the stuff you spray in the toilet when you make a brown. But,
okay. When you make
so
a
yeah,
brown.
that makes sense. I just didn't know that was around when your grandma was still kicking. I felt like that was like a 2-year-old.
I might be wrong, but I have a memory, like a core childhood memory of potpourri being like wood soaked with oil or something, like little wood pieces.
Okay. Oh, you're right. You're right. That's
Am I?
also a pot. Hold on. Yeah. So it's a potpourri as well. Oh, look. Here we go. See? We got all kinds of wood pieces. I didn't know that. So I didn't know that was...
It's
so,
wood
yeah,
pieces soaked in yum.
Ooh, let's take us back to high school. So based on this, what do you think a potpourri is when used in like a literistic term? Do you think it probably means like a grouping of a bunch of things together, right?
A potpourri, like a group of popes. A party of popes.
You want to know my core memory for this word?
Yeah.
I was a sophomore in high school in one of my favorite English classes with one of my favorite teachers, and we were doing vocab, and I was the vocab leader because I don't want to brag too much. Or sorry, this is my senior year. I became vocab leader. I don't want to brag too much, but I was team captain of the class. I was elected as team captain. I was kind of him, and I won't say much more.
Elected. Wow.
But yeah, super good vibe. Loved everybody in there. And I remember I was the vocab leader because that was one of the team captain jobs is to like guide everybody through reading vocab. Mm-hmm. And I hadn't ever heard that word, or I had heard it, but I'd never seen it spelled.
Okay.
So the job of the vocab leader was to read the word and then have the other person read the definition back and repeat it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I said, in front of all my friends, in front of basically the whole school, not actually, but it felt like that. I said, Potpourri.
That is so much worse than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like a simple gaff like Potpourri or something. But
And
how did you
everyone
say
laughed.
it's so bad?
I said Potpourri. Potpourri. And
what happened?
I've never recovered. I've still lost RO points from that moment.
If you said that word, I don't think I would be able to decipher what you meant.
Yo, you want to do a potpourri?
A potpourri? Yeah, I don't think I would get potpourri from that immediately. Maybe if I thought about it for 20 minutes.
So anyway, I was using that in the context today to be like, what topic do you want to do first? You can pick from the potpourri of topics that we have.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see. We're back around. Okay. Well, if I have to pick from the potpourri of topics, I feel like we gotta. I don't know if this is too early, but we gotta talk. Can we talk about the 16 Pro color?
Yeah, I'm excited for this. I've actually been looking for an outlet to express myself creatively for this. So we've got the new color.
Here's that outlet.
Hands-on, basically, of the new iPhone 16 Pro color. I'll describe it to audio listeners. If you've ever seen like a bronze Olympic medal, that's what it looks like.
It looks like the inside of a Band-Aid after you've worn it for like 18 hours, exactly.
I love this color, dude.
Do you
I think
really?
This looks
wow,
so much better because I think I would actually get it. And you want to know why I think this is real, John?
Why?
Because some of these people in the game, they forget that I've been around for quite some time.
I was going to say, this looks like a color that leaked like 2 years ago.
Exactly. There was a rumor for the iPhone 13 bronze color. And as you can see right here,
yeah,
look at
that. Yeah. Is that you?
Yep.
Is that literally your video?
No, this looks like a Greg's Gadgets old thumbnail or a Telos of Tech thumbnail. Oh, Saran Bite. Close enough. That's a good thumbnail, Saran Bite.
Close enough.
Saran Bite here.
Yeah.
So basically, I mean,
They finally figured it out.
Look at wait, renders by Ian. He made a when did he do that? Was this for you? I don't even know.
I have no idea. Literally none.
Yeah, I'm actually confused. Okay, anyway, as you can see, this looks very similar to that rose gold color that we've been showing off all year, right? Like almost 1-to-1. Now, and as we were hearing this, keep in mind, I was like, I love the way it looks. I think people would go crazy for it, but it just didn't. There was something about it that felt off. We see this new color, and I'm like, yup, this is it. This is the new color, 100%. It's gonna be a little bit more different than it looks now, but this is gonna be the rough outline of what it is. And I think it fits. I think it matches the palette. I think it makes sense for kind of an S year. We saw Apple do a gold color for the iPhone XS. And I don't know. I like it. You're not a fan? Not feeling it?
I don't want to sound negative.
You can.
I was kind of fucking pumped for like the rose gold color. This is less that and more just straight up bronze. And I think you're probably right. This does look like a color that Apple would put out.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's going to be bronze. And then you get an image in your head, and then it's exactly not that. It's this. I get it.
I have another theory. I have another theory for this.
Go ahead.
Unless you want to keep going. Did I cut you off?
No, I just, it's all right. But, like, if it was a rose gold one, there's a chance that I would have bought that. But definitely no chance if it's that color. Are you going to buy it?
I might. Thinking about it.
Okay.
If it looks like brillianty and goldy.
Go off, King.
Okay. So here's my theory for this being correct versus like the rose color. iPhone sales in China have not been great for the past year. Coincidentally, I believe an Apple exec, and I heard this from Andrew Edwards back in the way, an Apple exec, if not Tim Cook, has gone on record saying that I believe gold was the most popular color in China, or it was at least a way bigger share there than before. Last year, Apple got rid of gold. This is basically bringing gold back on their most expensive model to push people up to that. Is it gold, though? It's a bronze gold, yeah.
Like, do you think it shimmers in the light at least?
It kind of looks like your hoodie. Do you shimmer in the light?
No, not even a little bit.
Not even sometimes?
I don't even, it's me. I don't see the light.
I just think this lineup, I can see it at Apple stores. This lineup.
This feels right. Wait, Oh, okay. Well, if this is right, didn't Sonny just do the base model colors like last week or the week before?
Yeah.
Because if this is right, that means those are probably right.
Yes. And here's why I think that these are right. So we got to look at the base model colors, which were the new bright blue, turquoise green, and then still the light pink. So they kind of kept that the same.
They took
and
those
changed everything
complaints
else.
of very dull pastel colors very seriously.
Yeah. I mean, if we go back to last year, we can basically see the same thing. So this is from this almost the exact same day. What did Apple do last year? This is before we knew the exact colors for
Yeah.
the base models. It's a pastel collection. Now, again, the colors are not one-to-one perfect. And they got, like, there was a green that I think they got confused for this, like, yellowish one. But again, it's the same vibe. It's the same structure. And very recently, just to back this up even further, we got a rumor about a bronze iPhone specifically for the 15. I believe that Mac Rumors had an article. Here we go. Look at this. This is from a week ago. This is from Fixed Focus, a Weibo leaker. He said 16 Pro Max colors resembles a bronze hue.
Didn't Gurman say the rose gold colors are turning? That's my only hiccup so far.
But are we going to trust Mark Gurman at this point? For that kind of stuff? I don't think so.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah. God. Yeah.
We've also seen... We saw something, the Mac Rumors, like, history doesn't go back enough further. But we saw a while ago, remember that first iPhone 16 Pro colors? I guess if I search iPhone 16 color, Mac Rumors had an interesting article from a while ago that first showed us the colors. I believe, yeah, right here. Sorry, that's the exact same article.
That's the same one you just had loaded.
That's super my bad. There's another one. Here we go. July 31st, I think.
Okay.
Here's a different one from July 31st. It says bronze appearance. There was another photo right here. This is the exact one I'm thinking of. When we first heard Shrimp Apple Pro. Oh, dude, this is confirmed. Look at this. I forgot about this tweet. Look at that. This is from March. They're calling it rose, but it's really not. It's bronze. It's always been bronze gold.
Yeah, that's probably not like a final name. You know, that's just...
Yeah, just a placeholder.
I
mean, look at this. That's the color. It's okay. To be clear, it's not fun. This isn't what I want.
Definitely not fun, no.
But if we're gonna be boring, this is like the best way to be boring.
Yeah, like if a rose gold color is going to be put on titanium, that's probably how they got to do it.
Yeah.
Because isn't that why we had trouble with the bronze before? Oh, dude, fucking everything makes sense. Do you remember the iPhone 13 rumors, the bronze color, and then at the last minute they're like, just kidding, they couldn't do bronze color because it didn't work on the stainless steel sides.
Yeah.
Now I guess it like. Right. It colors the titanium easier, better?
They've probably since then been working on bronze for a titanium. So yeah, I think this makes sense. I like it. You buying
I think
it?
It's cool.
You buying bronze?
I'm not buying that one. Here's the thing. I want to get the black one, but I know on the day that it comes to give them the money in exchange for a phone, I will chicken out. And I'll get maybe probably white because we really liked our white iPhones. I'm very much over natural titanium. I'm done with it.
Me too.
I'm over it.
Me too. Same.
Very done.
Boring. Very boring. It's sad, but it's true.
Okay, I know that you get a couple phones though. Like, to be fair, you buy a couple for drop tests or like just any test. Because are you going to get a 15 or yeah, we're on a 15.
I would never do a drop test.
Are you going to get a 16 and 16 Max? Like a 16 Pro, 16 Pro Max?
There's going to be a lot.
That's what I'm saying. You buy a lot of these things, but I'm talking your own personal phone. After all the videos are said and done, which one is in your pocket?
See, I feel like you got to ask me this at our keynote episode, our iPhone 16 event. Well, sorry, I don't know if I can do the podcast this year because I'm currently manifesting that I'm going to get invited. So
You're
I might be
manifesting it?
busy. Yeah, I'm manifesting it.
If you go, you still got to do Genius Bar. You have to like find a way.
I just don't know if I'm going to have time this year, bro.
I think you will if you plan it anyway. If you go in there saying no matter what, even if you like got a live do you remember Live PD? It was like police wearing body cams but live.
That seems dangerous.
A little bit. You should strap a GoPro and do Genius Bar still.
Just as I'm recording.
Yeah, just like a body cam though on your chest.
I don't know. You got to ask me basically what model I'm going to get day of because
I'm asking you now.
It fully depends on if they actually increase the battery on the regular size 16 Pro.
What does that have to do with the color at all? Does that unless
You said which model? You said which model?
Oh, I thought no. Sorry. I mean, which color are you getting? Which color's in your pocket?
As of right now, if the bronze looks like that, I think I will get the bronze.
Really?
Because the other colors are like so boring.
Yeah.
I mean, white, if not bronze. I hate the black.
See. I wonder if you'll chicken out too and go and commit to the white one instead.
We did that on the 13s, and that was probably the best looking phone ever.
I was never sad of that color. Don't go back and watch past episodes of Genius Bar and find me complaining about the white color because if that's a different guy, I don't even know him anymore.
Yeah. He's not relevant.
No, the white phone is so pretty always.
And I feel like nobody's talking about this, and it is our job to tell the people this, but do you realize that we are now under 2 weeks away from the announcement of the likely iPhone event? I know, buddy. Time be flying.
I thought like a tear happened. I almost cried for the time that has been gone.
My precious boy.
I swear we were just making 15 Pro videos when it came out. Or like, yeah, here it is. See, here's my not review or whatever stupid shit I said. Why is it the next one already? Can we make this slow down a little bit? If you're a him, raise your hand. I'm a him, you're a him. That makes us hims, which is so funny because that's today's sponsor. Everybody, welcome hims to the show. Listen, when you're leaving your house, you want to grab what? Your phone, your wallet, and then your keys. Then what you could do? You probably look in the mirror. How do I look? How does my hair look? Maybe.
Yeah.
And what if you looked in the mirror and one day there was less of that?
It's happened to me, bro. I just hit 26. I'm old as hell, and I'm washed. And that's why I've been using minoxidil, their solution, for months, and I have seen improved results. It's so cool. Here's how it works. All right, Hims provides access to a range of hair loss treatments that work, all from the comfort of your couch. It makes treating hair loss simple with doctor-trusted treatment options and clinically improving ingredients like finasteride and minoxidil. They can regrow hair in as little as 3 to 6 months. They got a number of different options: chewable, oral, spray, serum. That always makes me feel like a little
serum.
Goblin,
that sounds so
fancy.
Serum. I want a serum.
It's simple. It's 100% online. You answer a few questions, and a medical provider will determine if treatment is right for you. They've helped thousands and thousands of trusted subscribers. So if you feel like you're losing a part of yourself with your hair loss, you can use Hims. And it's
unironically too. I take finasteride and minoxidil. That's something I do every day. Because here's a little cheat code. Guys, Hims, all the Hims out there, if you want a little cheat code, the real cheat code to not losing your hair is to start this stuff before. A lot of guys make the mistake of noticing that they're losing hair or they're a little even further into their hair loss, and then they're like, okay, I should get help. The real move, the Chad maneuver here, is to start finasteride early, prevent the hair loss before it happens, and guess what? Then you get to keep the hair that you have. Start today with a free online visit at hims.com/genius. That's HIMS.com/genius for your personalized hair loss treatment options. hims.com/genius. You want to do the thing that you're really good at?
Results vary based on studies of topical and oral minoxidil. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information.
Thanks, Hims.
The next year is going to be amazing because we've got iPhone 16s, iPhone SE4, and then the iPhone 17 Air that I heard.
Don't you fucking start with me.
When they don't call it the Air, by the way, I'm gonna laugh in your face.
Oh, I know. It's all of this is coming back to me very hard.
But they will call it the Air probably because that's a good name.
You think so?
I hope. That'd be cool.
Do you think we're getting a foldable next year?
Sure hope not.
Because I want to stand on business that it's not shipping. Not going to be a thing.
I don't think so.
And also, if it happens, like, you're the person I'm worried about. You know why? Because you have to buy one because, like, it's your responsibility.
Of course,
but that's going to come with every Android fan that you have made fun of about foldables and say the foldables don't work. Every person that goes, oh, well, when Apple does it, you're going to love it. Whether you hate that phone or not, you're going to have to deal with that bullshit.
I mean, I deal with it now, so it'll
true.
just be a little heightened. Yeah, I mean, it's silly. I hope that we never get a folding iPhone. It sounds like we're getting a foldable iPad first. That's interesting.
Hell yeah.
I guess because it's so big.
Yeah, make big things more portable. Why you make portable thing fold? In fact, if this folds, it's a whole other step. It's one more step than it is now. That's too many. Why do I want to add a step?
Yeah,
take it out of my pocket and fold it.
I don't get it. I still laugh. I saw a folding phone the other day, and I literally almost laughed out loud.
You should have laughed in their face and pointed.
Because I was just like, why would you do that to yourself? See, this is the judgmental part of me I need to work on, that I am working on in therapy. But I'm just like, why would you waste your money on this?
Here's the problem.
You stupid idiot.
Here's the problem, the conflict that I see in you, young Saskatchewan. It is that your judgmental part that is most certainly there also happens to be your funniest part. So if you get rid of that, you're like, don't work too hard. Don't work on it in therapy, but don't work too hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. No, I mean, hey, use what you want, but like, you should probably be undergoing some kind of psychiatric evaluation if you do use a foldable phone. Because
I mean, we probably need one of those anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going regardless, but you should just be bumped up on the wait list.
Okay, so
speaking of foldable.
Where's this going?
Google transition.
Oh, okay. I'll cut this part out for sure. Okay, Google! Fuck, dude, I can't. How did they make it on Genius Bar? How did Google, of all companies, end up on this show?
The new, everybody, this is, and I was going to make a TikTok, but then I didn't, but then I should have. The new Google phones are amazing and beautiful. And they're the best looking Android phones ever made.
Wow, they look so much like an iPhone. Do those have flat sides? They wouldn't, right?
They do. But here's why it's okay.
It does look
it's because,
really good.
Like, dude,
holy shit.
That color is crazy.
Dude.
That color.
That's what makes me sad. Because I was in the Pixel drama years ago when pixels were very, very bad, but attention was very, very high.
Yeah.
Now, it is completely reversed where the phones are actually very good this time around, and the controversy is around not the phone.
Yeah, we'll get to that. But, I mean, I also found it interesting. The sizing is the same as the 16 Pros, basically. They went up to 6.3, and it's 6.8. iPhone will be 6.9. Looks pretty great with the uniform bezels around the edges. We've got the squared-off edges. I mean, that animation literally looks like something I've put in a video for an iPhone.
Yeah, when the phone was turning, I was totally expecting to see the triple camera layout
and like,
iPhone.
Oh, those are hot. Those colors are hot.
That is really good. Even that slate gray color is hot as hell.
They did a great job. So everybody that says, because I remember I have maintained for years, and I will stand on this, that I am one of the fairest reviewers out there. People go, that can't be possible. Ha ha, laugh at yourself.
Laugh at yourself.
And I do. Oh, and I will.
I'll tell you where to put that laughter.
This new Google Pixel has actually made me excited to try Android, and I just might.
Well, you might be able to try it. Have you heard of Team Pixel?
No, what's Team Pixel?
Are you on it? You're
not
not on the team? You haven't heard of the team? The team. Team Pixel is As far as I'm aware, as far as I understand it, because I was on Team Pixel for a single year back in 2018 or 2019. There is the marketing apparatus of Google, right? And those are the ones that give reviewers the top ones, the top tier ones, like a Marquez. That's how they get a phone. MKBHD gets a phone directly from Google. Team Pixel is part of a company that was hired called 1,000 Heads or something like that. I'm trying to remember the email I got. I don't know if I'm doxing people. I don't think I am. Google hired an external agency. And that agency is who runs Team Pixel, hashtag Team Pixel or hashtag gift from Google. They just give the phones out to influencers or whoever just to have the phone on camera. And the rules for that are a little bit different. We're now seeing the rules have come out for... I don't remember what it was like when I was part of Team Pixel a few years ago. I don't remember this being part of it, but apparently this year... as part of your exchange of that phone, you are agreeing that if you opt into this program, you acknowledge that you are expected to feature the Google Pixel device in place of any competitor mobile devices. Please note that if it appears other brands are being preferred over the Pixel, we will need to cease the relationship between the brand and the creator. You have to acknowledge and agree to that before they will send you a phone. And apparently,
I will be honest.
Some people checked that and then got upset that that's being enforced.
I will be honest. The fact that this section is called brand love fucking sent me, dude. Like, do you acknowledge and agree to brand love?
Please check the brand love checkbox.
And here's the thing.
Give me your hot take.
This wasn't this big of a deal to me. I see people losing their minds about this.
Yeah, not a big deal at all. In fact,
like, do we need to say the quiet part out loud?
I think we should.
You go first.
If not here, where, Sam?
Yeah, you go first.
Here's the thing. We read the comments before this episode, and a lot of you were mean to Sam. This is your week to be mean to me.
No, you weren't. They weren't mean to me. They were just telling their opinion.
Meanly.
And I happen to cry myself to sleep every night. So what?
Yeah, you don't do that if someone was nice commenting.
Yeah, I
the
do.
comment was so nice, I have to cry myself to sleep.
I've never gotten a nice comment.
They called John jealous of me. Okay. This is your week to shit on me and shit in me if you'd like.
Don't shit in or on him. Just shit.
First of all, sharing this screenshot, not a great look. Whoever did this, whoever leaked this, not a great look. Second of all, what an absolute joke. For if any creator that agreed to this is now mad and like spewing stuff publicly, you need to go have a seat, sir or madam, because that's not how things work. If you wanted the phone so much that you saw that and you were willing to agree to this just so you could get a phone, maybe you planned on, breaking this anyway. Maybe you were just like, oh, it's just like every terms and conditions. It doesn't really matter. And you just agree and get your phone and then whatever. Because when you have it, you have it. What are they going to do? Come take it from you? Come knock the door down? If you wanted a phone on Team Pixel and you agreed to that and got your phone, hush your mouth. You agreed to that. That's part of the agreement. That's what they want. Team Pixel is not the review apparatus of Google. That is not what Team Pixel is. The Team Pixel is more for the casual. Think like, this is not the same at all, but think more like Kim Kardashian getting product. No one cares about the review as much as they care about seeing Kim Kardashian with the product. Kim likes it, so I will buy it. That's all this is. They want you to have a Pixel in your hand and talk about a Pixel and recommend a Pixel over any other phone as a social status thing. And that in that case, they will give them to so many people. You don't have to be like an established tech reviewer person. And I guarantee the people at this marketing company that are shooting out emails for Team Pixel are doing it blindly, and they don't actually know or care about your integrity reviewing products. They probably never seen one of your videos. With me, I spent so many months making fun of Google and a Pixel, and they still sent me one. They clearly weren't paying. This marketing company, wasn't paying attention. What they did was they go to YouTube and they go, tech channel. And then they see they just go down the list and send everyone an email. You say yes, they'll send you the phone. It's all just quantity. Get as many pixels out there for as many people to see as possible. It's not the same thing as Google asking for a review. I don't know if anyone has mentioned that yet, that Team Pixel is usually a third-party marketing agency that has been hired. Is anyone saying that?
The agency is called 1,000 Heads.
Okay, yeah.
I can pull up their website right now.
I said that, and I didn't know if they were still doing it. Yeah, 1,000 Heads.
So 1,000 Heads, that's what it is. They're a marketing agency, right? They work with a bunch of people on campaigns and launches, and their job of the market. I mean,
it literally says Google
right
social transformation.
Yeah, they've coined this term. I mean, they're saying here we go. Through tailor-made frameworks and first-of-its-kind programs. Yeah, I would say Team Pixel is a first-of-its-kind program. It's like
give a phone to literally anybody, first of its kind.
Yeah, well, it's more like, seeding these phones to people and whatever. And yeah, I mean, they're bragging about how well this did. Obviously, it seems like they've had a decent amount of success. And more or less, these are the people you need to be mad at. You don't need to be mad at Google.
Okay, we agree.
I think it's silly that people are like, can't believe Google would allow this. Like,
this is not Google. It's literally not Google.
It is Google's responsibility to know who they're hiring and what they're doing. Like, somebody from Google should probably be CC'd on everything, I feel like. But okay, how do I say this? We've been doing this 11 years, right? We've been doing this a long time.
Oh, I thought you meant Genius Bar. If it's been that long already, I have no words.
Yeah. Even though I feel like I need to do gentle parenting. Even though this is the first time a physical screenshot that says you will talk the best about our product and nothing else. Are we all going to sit here and act like some of our favorite influencers do not check that box mentally every time they get a review unit? I mean, come on.
He do be spitting.
All I'm trying to say is that at the end of the day, people forget that selling products is a business and that there are billions of dollars of mind share to be had.
You believe it.
And companies are going to do things like this sometimes. Now, obviously, would I ever check a box? It's I will not say anything bad. It depends what the thing is. When I'm doing a sponsored ad on YouTube, I think 90-something% of the time, it says you cannot disparage our product in this advertisement because we are paying you to talk about this product.
Yes, it breaks the rules.
A review is totally different. I have never done a pay me to talk good about a review of a product. I will only do here's a 60-second ad or a dedicated video where they've literally said, here is X amount of money to say X amount of things. That is completely separate from a reviews program in which here's what they're doing. It's the same thing. Rather than paying you so much for a post, they're saying, we'll give you the phone for free. Talk about it positively in your TikTok.
Yes.
It's an ad. You're an ad. If you're checking the Team Pixel box, you're an ad.
Yeah. I don't know if this is still true, but at least when 1,000 Heads reached out to me and was working with me, you weren't even obligated to post anything about it. That's why
Correct.
That's why they were using the hashtag gift from Google, because they were just gifting you a phone and quote unquote not expecting anything, when in reality they know you're going to make a video. They know all but it makes them look good. I just want to say, I don't know if this is too much inside baseball, but Genius Bar is your safe space, everybody. We will tell you how it works behind the scenes, because I will tell you this right now. Every sponsor that you hear us talk about on this show, every single time, there is a clause in every contract that is, one, like Sam said, please don't disparage our product. But number two, you are not to mention any of the competing companies during our time together. So during this campaign, we are the ones paying you, so don't mention the competitor anywhere near us. So number one, that is standard. But second of all, these are not paid campaigns. So it makes sense for a sponsor who's paying you money to ask you to not do that stuff. But it's also separated in the sense that, how do I say this without like hurting? I'm going to say something and it's not meant to hurt anybody's feelings, but it's just how it is. Okay? Google themselves reaches out and works with the authorities they believe are the reviewers. The people that have authority in the space are respected by Google or whatever. Google handpicks those people, and they don't have the rules like don't talk about, because they understand they're handing it to a phone reviewer to do a phone reviewer thing. That's the point. This company, 1,000 Heads, this marketing campaign, is more of product placement and less of a review. They don't give a shit if you're a tech reviewer. They guarantee they gave this phone to not just tech people. Guaranteed.
Oh, 100%.
100%. And
1,000%.
again, not 1,000%. Not to upset anybody, but the issue here is a lot of tech reviewers, because there is this overarching belief that you must be first or have the product early in order for your video to matter. And it turned out that the easiest, most accessible way for these smaller creators to get this phone was to sign up for Team Pixel. It's easy. They're sending them to everybody. It's easy mode. It's your way into getting a unit to review. And that's what you're agreeing to. And there's a disconnect between what that agency is actually trying to do and what you think you're doing. You think you're one of the tech reviewers that needs to be fair and unbiased and honest, and that might be true, but the point is Google isn't seeing you that way. They aren't handing you the phone personally. A third-party marketing company reached out to you to market a product. That's their only job. And you have to understand that. You have to understand who that is that's asking you if you want this phone, and then reevaluate if you want to say yes or not. If you are a tech reviewer and that is what you believe you are, and you have integrity and you want to stick with that integrity, you say no to a marketing company like that. Some people don't do that because, hey man, I'm still getting the phone early, so like who cares if the rules are a little weird? On the front end, it still looks the same. I have the phone early. I get to review it. Like Marquez.
And I feel like I can't even blame anyone for doing that, because I think I would do that.
Yeah,
like if I was just starting out.
Certainly.
I mean, dude, I remember like I mean, when you don't have access and you feel like you can get the same that's what this whole space is about. And I think that's what a lot of my through line for what we've talked about is like access at the end of the day can be everything sometimes.
What's happening right now would be the equivalent of buying something on Amazon, the product being bad, and then being mad at Jeff Bezos. Like, that's what's... Just for the record, I do want to be clear. I don't like that clause in there. I don't think that's a good look. Like, I think... You, the marketing company representing the other company, I think all of that looks better if you don't have that in there. But that is not how it launched. That is part of the agreement. That's just how it is. Okay, so now that that's how it is and that's not changing, it's not fluid. Okay, now what? Now you have to choose who to be mad at. And I don't think you can choose to be mad at Google. I think you are pointing your pitchfork in the wrong direction. I think your pitchfork should be towards the marketing company and a little bit towards the creators that agreed to it anyway.
John, I got to tell you about something I do before I go out and have a couple drinks.
Is it a secret? Like, should we turn the microphones off? Here, I'll turn them off. Okay, they're totally off. No one can hear us.
Okay, nobody can hear what we're saying. It's called Zbiotics, and they sponsored this episode of the Genius Bar.
Whoa, I would do a sound thing, but no one can hear this, so there's like no reason. Unless you want me to just do it for you.
There's definitely no
just
audience.
For you. What is Zbiotics, Sam? I've heard of them before.
Listen, I don't know. I rumored on the street you hit 31 recently. I'm in my 26th year on this.
Okay,
this
we're just
planet.
saying it. Well, I guess since no one's listening, it's fine.
You know, I don't bounce back like I used to, but with Zbiotics, here's how this thing works. All right, it's a pre-alcohol, is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. Okay. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. It's this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for your rough next day. Oh,
no
makes
way.
So much sense. Pre-alcohol produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. Just remember to make Zbiotics your first drink of the night. Drink responsibly, and you'll feel your best tomorrow.
Is that why when I don't feel so great the next day and I'm just like, wow, all I need to do is pound a gallon of water? That never helps.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not going to do it for you, buddy.
Really, you just need to pound a little thing of Zbiotics. Is that the move? Before the drinking?
Yeah, you just need one little Zbiotic. And then, of course, drink responsibly when you're going out there.
Of course.
But it's great. I don't know. I've been waking up. I'm like, whoa.
There
is a beautiful side to this night out.
I don't want everyone to get this deal, but if like you have a deal that you know about that you can tell me about, since no one's listening, that'd be great. Is there a way I can get, let's say, 15% off? Just throwing a number out there.
John, if you go to zbiotics.com/genius, you get 15% off your first order when you use code GENIUS at checkout. Pre-alcohol is backed with a 100% money-back guarantee. So if you're unsatisfied for any reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked. That's zbiotics.com/genius. Use code GENIUS at checkout for 50% off. Thank you, Zbiotics, for sponsoring this episode and our good times.
I just don't think that you can leak this screenshot and post it and discuss it in a negative way after you agreed to it. Like, if you saw this and then backed out and then this was going around, I think it's a slightly different story. If you were like, no, I don't like that, I'm not doing this. But a lot of people did it anyway. And I think that's like the bigger conversation to have. I don't know.
The Verge had a really good way to put it. I am a big Verge fan, to be fair. And they said basically for those hoping to, I mean, literally we highlighted. Sorry, I'm not. That's my bad. They said basically for those, quote, for those hoping to break into the world of tech reviews, the new term is meant having to choose between keeping access or keeping their integrity. Mm-hmm. But also, maybe this is me playing devil's advocate. I think there's a way to do both, right? Like, if you're just getting the phone, like a lot of my content, for example, is not crazy heavily opinionated. So if it was, hey, you can't say anything bad, I would just be like, hey, here's a new pink color, here's the new whatever. It's got USB-C now, like kind of an informational video. I don't think that's unethical because you're just kind of saying what it is. But again, if you're doing a review, that's a different story. And in this same article from The Verge, they reached out to Google, and Google has said that Team Pixel is a distinct program separate from press and creator review programs. Okay. The goal of Team Pixel is to get Pixel devices into the hands of content creators, not press and reviewers.
Okay.
We missed the mark with this new language that appeared in the Team Pixel form yesterday, and it has been removed. So actually, it sounds like Google is very aware.
Now, it seems like that's what I mean. But that Google just said what we just told you here on Genius Bar, and we're not even Google.
Yeah,
they weren't said. They
heads.
Don't. They weren't. I think I said Kim Kardashian or whoever, but like they are not sending it to tech reviewers. They're sending it to anyone that has a camera and can post on the internet. That's what that like platform is for. That marketing campaign is for. Especially since Google has addressed it now, I feel like conversation's over. They saw it, don't like it, removed it. Okay.
I have to say this because I also understand where people are coming from. Like, if you're a smaller creator, what are you going to do? Somebody's going to give you a free Google Pixel. It's not your full-time job on YouTube. You can get a $1,000 plus phone for free. You can make content. It helps you get there. I don't blame the people who checked that box either and was like, I will do this to get ahead. Because
I get that. Like, the allure of access is sometimes enough. I can say, when Front Page Tech was just a wee little lad, I really thought, I wasn't even thinking about going to an Apple event or anything. The top tier thing that I could have access to was to be invited to CES. For some reason, when Front Page Tech was brand new, I really thought that, man, if this would this would be incredible for my career if I could go to CES and report on this stuff first. And then by the time I was able to have that level of access, I had also learned that it's not necessary. Like, none of that access would have gotten me to where I am. And I think that's the discrepancy. Maybe on some rare occasions, that one level of access, that one time would be enough to take you to the next level. I doubt it, but maybe. I'm not going to say never. But the way Sam just said that, saying that, you know, there are some people, you know, just the idea of getting a $1,000 phone for free, that's pretty cool. And if we're being honest, as an up-and-coming creator, that is kind of validating that you were reached out to, you
100%.
Because that's like, that doesn't happen to regular people. You know, that's fucking cool. That's dope. But if you were able to step back, imagine you, same person, tech reviewer, creator, who you are. Let's say you don't have the subscriber numbers you wish you had, you don't have the view numbers you wish you had. Okay, but what if someday you do? Okay, now let's look at that version of you. Will you be sad that you said no to that $1,000 phone 5 years ago? Chances are, probably not. There are companies that I think could, you know, help you jump levels. Apple might be one, like Sam was saying, if you know, being at those events. But like, that's the tough part, because I actually agree with you, Sam, that if you had access directly to Apple, you could do some stuff. But I only believe that and know that because I know you.
Oh, yeah.
Like, getting access isn't enough on its own. It's like, how are you going to take advantage of that access and do it differently? Yeah. I don't know, man. At this point, I have rambled, and I don't know if I'm even on hitting the same point I was trying to hit. But you are. I don't think we can be mad at Google. I'm glad that they got rid of it when they noticed that it was a thing and people were revolting. To me, it is a conversation over now, I think.
Yeah, I mean, they just clarified. They were like, oh, that language was bad, which it was.
I mean, since we're talking about controversy, I mean, you know, it's kind of an alley-oop. The ball's right there. Some of our peers in this industry been in the smoker for a few days. Some rules have come forth that are not favorable to certain people. This is Genius Bar, #1 Apple podcast in the world. We're all geniuses, but we are all also friends. And you know what we do for our friends here on Genius Bar? We don't let them overpay for their monthly wireless bill any longer. That's why today's episode is sponsored by our friends over at Mint. We love Mint.
John,
Sam?
I remember when I first heard of Mint.
Okay. Was there a
I
story
thought it was
happening?
the second coming.
Okay.
Because I felt an experience and an elation that I've never got before. When somebody said, Sam, you don't have to pay $115 a month for your bill for basic internet. I was like, that's an option? You can not pay $115 a month? They said, Sam, with Mint Mobile, they can rescue you. Not just you, but your whole squad of geniuses.
How much is it? Plans. Is it $95 a month?
No, John. It's
is it $50 a month?
No, let me just tell you, it's $15 a month. Starting at $15 a month, okay? It starts at $15 a month. And John, here's the catch. You might say $15 a month. What does that get you? 3 texts a year? No. It gets you
2
unlimited talk, unlimited text, and plans that come with high-speed data on the nation's largest 5G network. It was seriously like someone came. They scooped me up and went, and that's how I got the Mint Mobile subscription.
Is that why you're so much happier lately? The switch to Mint Mobile? That explains so much. You too
really
can be happy for just $15 a month at mintmobile.com/genius. That's how they know that we sent you, and also that's how you get that special deal.
To get this new customer offer, again, and your new 3-month wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/genius. That's mintmobile.com/genius. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/genius. $45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customers on the first 3-month plan only. Speed slower, above 40 gigabytes unlimited plan. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details.
You're so good at that.
Thank
and
you.
Mint Mobile's so good at
better.
affordable phone plans. Thanks, Mint.
And you're so good at This is really interesting, especially, just hitting when this is. So the FTC dropped new reviews influencer rules.
Now, these have existed for years. Like the FTC tries to regulate rules as as new mediums pop up, as new ways
Trade
of
Commission.
As if I don't know if this is the right word, but here we go again. Authority, as new titles of authority emerge as technology progresses. Internet influencers is one of those things. So the FTC tries to regulate some of those things, especially when money is being exchanged and anytime money is involved at all, really. Like, that's why we are obligated and required to tell you when something is sponsored. That's not just an ethical thing. The FTC literally requires you do that.
Yeah, it's legal as well.
And now they've dropped down a new rule that is about misuse of fake social media indicators. The final rule prohibits anyone from selling or buying fake indicators of social media influence, such as followers or views generated by a bot or hijacked account. This prohibition is limited to situations in which the buyer knew or should have known that the indicators were fake and misrepresent the buyer's influence or importance for a commercial purpose. Now, some of you might be like, that doesn't, okay, what does that mean? Well, you may have, if you aren't new here on the Genius Bar, you may have heard us say a few times, there are certain personalities in a certain space, maybe tech, I don't know, that buy views in order to lie specifically to brands, less social proof and more social proof just for the brand, so that the brand will give them more money. You can always tell when this happens when, one, the video, title, thumbnail, if the video is like dedicated to a fucking random ass product that you, like, come on, deep down, that product did not get that views, especially from a creator that is usually talking about, I don't know, iPhones or something. And suddenly now they're talking about this and their audience is all over it. They love that video suddenly. Chances are it's not real. Because if you look at the video, you will usually see 400, 500,000 views, 23 comments. That's usually the dead giveaway. And there are some people in this space that even, maybe they even tell advertisers that, hey, we might, if it doesn't get the views that you want or that we want, we might help it. We might help that video a little bit. You know what I mean? Turns out, FTC, not cool with that.
Let's punch up here.
Let's punch up.
We've talked about it before on the show. 99% sure Unbox Therapy does this.
Oh, boy.
24 million subscribers. One of the biggest tech channels out there on the internet. I was shocked to see that unboxing the new 2024 HP EliteBook got 1 million views. Like, that's a lot of people watching basically a dedicated ad for a laptop. That would be crazy impressive if they were 1 million real people. And you'll click on it and instantly you'll be like, oh yeah, bro, like 33K likes. Wow, great video. But then you go to the bottom and
we can't see the comment number, by the way.
It's 42 likes.
Oh, what is the how many comments are there total?
226.
From 1 million view video, bro.
Let's go on the most recent FPT video.
220 sure sounds like your usual subscribers leaving comments.
This has 300K less views and 4 to 5x, 6x the comments basically, and way better engagement because this is a real video. It's a clickbait video, but it's a
fucking no. What if this is the moment you find out I'm buying them too? What if you're like, and as proof, John, hey, why do you have 23 comments?
That'd be so funny. People have said that apparently they think I'm view botting or something as well, which I don't know.
First of all, that's funny on so many levels.
Yeah.
That's funny because, one, it's like obvious that that's not happening. But out of anyone to accuse of being like inauthentic or lying about social status, come on, bro.
Yeah. So I'm just like, I have never. So anyway, point is,
that's not allowed anymore by law. So that's going to make the next couple months very interesting. Wait, is there like an effective date or is it now, right away?
I'm not sure. Let me go back to...
The next couple months are going to be very interesting because you're going to see certain people getting a lot less views. And because of that, if the whole thing is built on little fibs, right, about your social status, and then all of those go away, and that was the only thing getting you that money's going to go away too. And that's when things get real interesting.
I forgot. Unbox Therapy is based in Canada, and the FTC is a U.S. organization.
Ah! So started right by. Lucky Lou. That's what they call him.
There are a lot of people that live in America that I know for a fact do this.
Oh. Yeah.
I mean,
Quite a few.
These are pretty wild. I mean, yeah, misuse of fake social media indicators. That's, followers or views. Now, it says generated by a bot or hijacked account. So if one guy ran... it sounds like you kind of skirt around
the only way
this.
to get hundreds of thousands of views in mass is by a hijacked account or a bot.
Yeah. But it says in which the buyer... Okay. This prohibition is limited to a situation in which the buyer knew or should have known that the indicators were fake. So if you make a YouTube video and you buy views, you are therefore knowingly engaging in an FTC violation, which is against the law.
Big old
5-0.
Probably.
Wow.
That's really interesting. Like, I'm low key excited to just peek around, just to see if there's any changes suddenly.
Yeah. It's interesting.
This is so fucked up in so many ways. Number one, your business is going to suffer a lot. But number two, it's going to be so obvious so fast to everybody who that is.
Yeah. It's going to be an interesting couple months, like John said. Don't share my screen right now.
I won't. I know. I can see. I see what you're seeing. I'm not sharing that.
Let's see if.
What if I accidentally press the button to share it? No.
Don't do it. Yeah. Let's see if this dedicated video. Yeah. It looks like. Well,
I'm trying to look to see what I can see. For those wondering, watching or listening, even though I don't have it queued up on the screen, and you can't see Sam's screen, I can see a little preview of it, and I see what he's seeing.
Yeah, there's just clearly like a lot of view botting happening. So this channel is going to be interesting to see what happens with it. Look at this! This has 500K views.
Oh my Christ, dude. Sure it does.
96 comments.
Is that... Oh, okay. I thought it said 24. 96.
It's...
Are there any... with 500,000 views and 96 comments, is there any possible way... Really dig deep. Is there any possible way that's true?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's... It's like 100% correct that is happening.
Yeah.
Unless all of those 500,000 views are coming with people that don't have, like, thumbs. So they can't all type comments a lot, and only 96 of them had the gumption.
Like you said, going to be interesting to see what happens in the next couple months, because there's a few interesting players that have been playing.
This is like big deal. But, like, how could you not see this coming?
It was always unethical to like be faking things. It just wasn't illegal. It's one of the things that are unethical that are not illegal.
Okay, you get to pick now. I have picked the topics. I think the whole show, so you get to pick.
Okay, let's end with. Okay, we got two more. Okay, I want to end with a big one, but let's do the Apple robot next.
Okay, you were right. Sam was right once again.
This is really curious. We got some new details about this Apple tabletop robot that's going to combine an iPad-like display with a robotic limb. What?
Well,
that's crazy.
A couple months ago when this leak came out again, I think we talked about it on Genius Bar a little bit, and I was pretty dead set on this being like an actual robot guy thing. And
they are also working on that.
Okay, just checking because you had said
does
I think
exist,
it's more the iPad on the thing, and that. So you're telling me that these are two separate things, but they're both real?
These are not 3 separate products, John. This is the same product.
Okay.
And we're calling it iRobot. Dude, if they don't call it iRobot.
But that's almost too obvious that they're not going to do it just to spite us.
Dude, call it iRobot. Please.
Actually, when's the last time they used the iBranding at all?
No,
Steve?
It's dead. Yeah, because it would have been the iWatch.
Yeah, it's been Apple everything.
I kind of wish it was the iWatch. Apple's so boring.
Wow.
The i was so iconic.
This is why you don't have access, by the way. You're doing it. It's happening right now.
But imagine if they call it the Apple phone. That's so boring.
Yeah.
The Apple phone 17, bro.
Apple phone 17 Air to you, sir.
Does this interest you? It's going to have Apple Intelligence. It's going to move around. It's going to be about $1,000, and it doesn't come out for like 3 years.
I don't know if I buy that at all. You buy an iPhone with no limbs, and that bitch is still over $1,000. You're telling me this is going to have a robotic limb and be around $1,000? Doubt. Where's X? I must press it.
X for sure. I think this is going to be like probably $12.99, $14.99. I will buy this in day one. This seems amazing. I want this so bad. This sounds incredible. I want a smart version of Apple Intelligence.
Can you make me a promise?
Everything I want. Can I what?
Can you make me a promise?
Sure.
When you buy this, since it has a robotic limb, can you do a video where it drop tests itself, like, or it drops itself? Can you use its own limb against it? The true test.
Sure.
Thank you.
If that is possible, I will do it.
Okay,
Anything
good
for you, baby.
I'm interested. I'll buy it, but just because I'm curious.
I mean, I'd put one of these in every room if it's that smart.
I don't know if I want a robot in every room.
I guess I could just put an iPad in every room, couldn't I?
You could, yeah.
I could just get an M1. Yeah, but that's not fun. That doesn't.
So this is not the
limb.
iPad. Sorry, can I try again?
Yeah.
This is not the iPad attached to the HomePod?
No, I think that is this.
I'm so confused. So the iPad attached to the HomePod is also robot?
Yes.
That's so much to process in my head.
Yeah, you're gonna need 8 gigabytes of RAM for this one just to think about it.
Did you know the PlayStation memory cards only had 8 megabytes on them? That sounds insane.
I know.
That was a lot of fun for just 8 megabytes.
I think this is really cool. It's just really far away.
What year are they saying? 26, 27?
2026, 2027, which I'm like, oh, that's so... I'm also just like, it really takes that long to put an iPad on a stick?
I could do that right now and release it tomorrow.
I mean, it's a stick iPad. It looks sick. I can't wait for it. Here's the concept of it, but man...
Oh, yeah, for audio listeners, think, what was that iMac that did that?
iPad on a stick. The iMac G4 is kind of what it's
iMac G4, but replaced the monitor with iPad and replaced the base computer part with HomePod.
I mean, it's just a concept, right? But
yeah. Is that concept from you?
No.
It's not
but
it's not a concept central?
It is not. It's also not. It's from this one guy, but he's no longer on Twitter or website or has.
Oh, so it's ours now. That's what I'm hearing. Everyone credit Genius Bar. That's what
I tried to like credit him and find him, but he like deleted his accounts.
That's because it's ours.
It was like Penguin, PWIGWN or something.
Prosser.
That's who did it.
Yeah.
Give it up for Prosser, everybody.
Genius Bar gave you an official concept. You're welcome.
Okay, you ready for the last one?
Hit me.
Okay. This is a big one, John.
Okay, I'm always ready for big.
Oh, it didn't work. One moment, please.
1 big second.
Apple has opened up the NFC chip on the iPhone.
Holy shit. How did I miss this?
What, are you joking?
You really think it's that big of a deal?
Yes.
Go ahead. Convince me.
You're Mr. It's a slippery slope. Once they open one thing, they're going to open everything. And you were right. This should be a
You're
victory
Mr.
lap for
Slippery
you.
Slope. Oh, that's why it's happening?
Yeah.
I told you.
You don't care?
No, I care, but like, is this a good positive thing for us?
Yeah, I think so. Anybody,
Okay.
we can make our own.
Can you give me an
Genius
example?
wallet. Yeah, the Genius wallet. Whenever you come to the Genius store, we could make it your default with the Genius card.
That sounds fragmented, but promising.
Welcome to Apple in 2024.
Is that our next merch drop? I hear we have another one queued up. Is it a wallet?
No. But I do think with moves like this, we need to make Apple great again.
I think we do. What if we made a Genius wallet, but no one like a physical wallet? No one carries cash anymore. Mm-hmm. So what if it was just like pockets for food?
Like a single cheese it? What can you fit in a wallet?
Your imagination. The world is your oyster. You can do. You can put if it fits, it sits. Anything that goes in that pocket, you can keep in there.
That's what she said.
If it fits, it sits. Yeah, it is all right. Cool. This will allow you to set default contactless payment after the first time. Yeah, that's cool. I'll take it. I won't use that at all. Will you? You gonna use Samsung Pay?
I might. Fortnite's back in the EU.
It went away?
Yeah, Fortnite's been banned on the iPhone.
Oh, Fortnite on the iPhone. Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was like, oh, the game, they can play the game? Why couldn't they play the game before? I see. Of course it is. I hope Tim Sweeney is happy about it.
That's going to be my TikTok for today is Fortnite's back on the iPhone, but there's a catch.
Is that how you're going to say it? Burger King Fortnite is.
Yes. But yeah, a lot of packed stuff, dude. We got, I think, only one more episode until the Apple event is announced. So next episode will not be Apple event, and the next episode will be us.
And then it's going off on Apple event invites.
Yeah. Going on Apple event invites.
Dude, so what are we thinking? Invite going to be that bronze color?
Yeah, that's a good guess, actually. Yeah, maybe like a bronze Apple logo.
Something, yeah. It's got to be part of it.
Or what else could they? What else?
No, but don't worry. Before you get too crazy, remember, invites mean nothing, Sam.
I know.
Don't look too far into
it's
it.
Fun.
That's just the color.
I just want everyone to know that I love them.
You want everyone to, like the listeners to know?
Yeah, that sounds like I'm quitting the podcast. I just want everybody to know that I love them.
Is that what's happening right now? Are you ambushing me? Because it was a pretty good episode. This feels like the one you would...
All right, Luke, come on out and tell them.
Are you replacing me or are you quitting?
John, I'm replacing you with the iRobot.
Honestly, probably will get less shit from the audience. Probably less controversial and less high and mighty because he's so short, probably because he's attached to a little robot limb.
I want to put an iPad on a stick now.
I have a robot limb. You want to see it?
No. Jesus.
No. Okay, it's over. What a way to end it. Sorry to do that. Ooh. Kind of cooked this week.
Yeah,
We cooked a little bit. Where are we? The kitchen?
Ooh, that looks cool. That's cool, though. It's like a lightsaber.
Oh, he died. Damn it.
That's not great battery life.
Mike almost fell off from all my dancing. Any
Calm
parting
down there,
words?
buddy.
Remember when
Please
outro
subscribe.
songs used to mean something?
Yeah. Drop a like for more podcasts.
Wow, we lost you right after that song. You're just no longer the same.
I did.
Sam.
I'm going to be honest. I did crash.
Like as soon as the song was over, you're just not the same.
My brain
lost it.
shuts down after I hear the song.
Ba-dum-bum.
That's the equivalent to going to Apple menu shut down for me.
All right, guys. Hope you have a great week. We'll see you next week. Let's get ready for iPhones. Yay! Goodbye.